Hey, doggy dog, dog, dog. How you doing? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd, and today is Thursday, April 18th, 2024. And as you see behind me, boom, I have an update. Yeah, it's been one of those days. So, y'all remember the video that we watched, right? Y'all remember that piece of paper that he's holding up? That piece of paper? That one? The safety and compliance agreement? Remember that one? All right. We're let me pull something up real quick because that just segued me into something I dealt with earlier today. Tube, man, you're slow. Um, all right. Optimize for sound. All right. This is the first video that I did. Okay. And y'all comment over here. No such thing as a sovereign citizen. Okay. So, Jody, you're telling me it just doesn't exist. There's no such thing. Okay. Who uses that oxymoron title like that? Well, I'm fixing to show you who uses it. Okay. I don't even know. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't even know how to do that. You're either a sovereign or a citizen. You can't be both. There's no such thing. I keep hearing this. No such thing. So there's 7 replies over here. Let's go check those out because I believe that's the thread that I was on today. We'll have a load. Come on, YouTube. Sometime today, YouTube, please. You can see the post underneath it from Chet's Jug, a brief chase, then refused to get out of the car. I've never met anybody who claimed to be a sovereign citizen, be that unsmart. I'm willing to bet that he had a beef with the sovereign citizen who decided to commit suicide by cop for some reason and just say that he was to ruin the movement. Well, let's break it all down for you, folks. All right. There's anybody out there trying to save y'all's lives with all this crap, it's me. So, God dang, sometime today, man. Really? It's just nuts. Come on, man. Ah, oh, no. Oh, there he goes. Okay, here's my reply. Y'all keep saying that, yet the phrase is still used by LEOs, courts, etc., etc. You can keep it up that the SC, sovereign citizen, isn't the thing because it is a thing and not a good thing either. And Ride Like the Wind replied, because the courts and Leos use it as propaganda, look up the words in Black's Law Dictionary. The two are like oil and water. It's an oxymoron. Research and learn. Okay, I've never looked up sovereign citizen. I've never heard that term before I did this video. Okay. I just want you all to know just how idiotic some of these statements sound. And then when I read y'all the safety and compliance agreement and explain to you exactly what the fuck went down, you're going to be all fucked up, folks. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. People running around doing shit they ain't supposed to fucking do. Fucks it up for everybody. All right, I'm going to get to it. I got it. Don't worry. I'm going to share screen. Y'all see it. I promise you. I'm going to read it to you, all my impaired vision friends out there. Just wait. So I replied, me do my own research. Darling, I read Black's Law, or I read Black's Law Dictionary for leisure. And when I was in prison, I did. I had a sixth edition Black's Law Dictionary, just like I have now. And when I got tired of reading Dean Koontz and James Patterson and all those escapism books, and I got tired of reading the footnote condensed, like David Icke and G. Edward Griffin and books like that, I whip out Black's Laws. Let's go study words and their definitions. So, yeah. All right. You can argue your point all day as long as they have all the power. And if you do anything they deem to be sovereign citizen bullshit, you get labeled rightly or wrongly. It exists. Do not tell me that because it's not in a dictionary or whatever. It is in the lexicon of every law enforcement officer. So if you can re-education the LEOs, law enforcement officers, of your statement, I'll be right there waiting on your achievements. They replied, first of all, I'm not your darling. And I'll get to that. Second, if you've done your research, you would be embarrassed by your lack of knowledge. I will enlighten you. Okay, here we go. Click, click. Whether the Leos or the courts are uneducated, they use the oxymoron term to keep you in their jurisdiction. Did y'all two hear that statement? Okay, let's back up. If you've done your research, talking about me, you would be embarrassed by your lack of knowledge. I will enlighten you. Whether the law enforcement or the courts are uneducated, okay, whether it means they know or they don't know, they use the oxymoron term to keep you in their jurisdiction, right there. Seriously. So just using the label of the term sovereign citizen for anybody, that'll automatically pull you in their jurisdiction. Do you understand what I deal with every fucking day with ding-dongs like this? And they just want to debate this and go on and on and on and on and on for hours and hours. They don't give a fuck because they're stupid. They're ridiculously stupid and ignorant. The ignorant shall perish for lack of fucking knowledge. Okay? And we're fixing to get right to one who perished for a lack of knowledge. Okay? And when I get done, you're going to just shake your head and you're like, fuck, Floyd, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? All right. A sovereign is not owned by the government, hence brought back to the land. A citizen is owned by the illegal government corporation, the C. There's part of your research. Now go back and do the rest. I don't have time to babysit stupidity. Sad you're here to not darling. You might want to look that up. Might want to look that up, folks. Look up darling, please. Don't make me do it for you. And I think you'll be, yeah. Obviously, you know nothing about me. Are you a multi-published litigator? I am. Have you litigated in any U.S. Court of Appeals? Have you litigated in the U.S. Supreme Court? Have you ever had a state change the law because of your litigation? Have you had any state agency change policy and procedure because of your litigation? And you're going to tell me to go learn? Rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off. When you actually accomplish something you can point to, go sit down and shut up. I suppose aliens don't exist either, right? Arguing over semantics. What a joke. Tell all those sitting in jails and prisons as, quote, sovereign citizens, unquote, that they don't exist and that they are, quote, oxymorons, close quote. Only a moron would believe that, quote, sovereign citizens, close quote, do not exist in reality. Stop the stupidity. Unbelievable. And I replied, I know, you have no idea. www.policeone.com clearly states that, quote, sovereign citizen, close quote, is a reality. So continue to live beyond such reality. We're fixing to get into reality. Life and death reality. Y'all want to go play on the fucking side of the road with these fucking folks? Okay? I'm fixing to show you somebody who told the officer up fucking front, I'm not a sovereign citizen. Huh? But let's continue. Okay? This is the kind of stupidity I can't stand. These people are brainwashed to the fact that they just don't know anything. It's ludicrous. Thank God that I hope that person's not teaching anybody anything. That was, listen, folks, sovereign citizens are fucking real. It's a real fucking thing. Don't think just because it's an oxymoron that oxymorons don't exist. Oxymorons exist every day in the lexicon of every language in the fucking world. Don't be ridiculous. I mean, fuck. It amazes me how stupid people are. And they want to tell me that I would be embarrassed by being stupid, ignorant. I don't know. Unresearched? Darling, I got the book. I've read the books. I've got the earmarked pages, the highlighted pages. Man, I bought and sold books, traded books, gave away books. You don't even know. So don't even start to talk to me about fucking research. Freaking ignorant people. So let's go get down to the freaking nitty gritty, man. All right. Y'all want to go see what the fuck is up? Y'all want to go see why Patrick Hurst got executed on the side of the road? Do you? Y'all want the truth? Every statement I've made in this video has been made and will be made upon penalty of perjury. That's where tell truth, whole truth, nothing but truth. Who help me, God. There you go, darling. And yes, I called you stupid. And I'll do so again. I just pointed it out to everybody, the whole entire world. So, for future reference, if you want to come play in my sandbox, you better come. Okay. 'Cause there's only a very few of you guys who can outwit me or out research me. Okay. There's a couple of you that got me. Yeah, I'll stand up and admit, yeah, I got. I didn't know everything. I thought I knew everything. And I'm always the first to admit I made a mistake. I did something wrong or incorrect or in haste and didn't wait patiently, did it too early and didn't do enough of it. Okay. I always do that. So don't go there. Wrong guy. I didn't get the fucking name Fearless Floyd for being a fucking pussy. All right. And speaking of fucking pussies, whoa, let me tell you, folks, last 2 days I've been working at the University of Houston campus, okay, at the Moores Opera House. And that's basically, I mean, they got a good university. That is a theater that I'm working at. All right. So this is like the music, drama, theater area. So, it wasn't an area where I'm going to see the football team or the basketball team or the baseball team, all the athletes. So, but I probably saw more women, girls, that I would entrust a firearm to help protect me than I did men or boys. Most of them were effeminate. Um, I, we go to war, we're in fucking trouble. I'm telling you, you're gonna have twinks, pawns. You're just gonna mow them. Yeah, it's gonna be sad. All right. I don't know how they're gonna get them through boot camp. All right, let's get over to this guy. All right, there we go. Sure. All right. While y'all are liking, subscribing, sharing this video, hitting that notification bell so you get new video updates. Y'all can go over here to my website. Y'all want to email me, all you gotta do is click on that. It'll pull up the email. Y'all can email me. Y'all want to buy anything, y'all want to get Ann's book, 2 volume set on trusts, 7 different trusts in here. Revocable, irrevocable, foreign trust, banking, deeds, power of attorneys, wills, on and on and on and on. Great book, probably the only book you'll ever need if you're ever going to create a trust. Templates, instructions, everything you need to operate it, how to set up bank account, whole 9 yards. If you want a soft cover book, there's 2 of them, comb bound. There's also an ebook. So all you do is click on that link, or you can go here, click on this link, and boom, it'll pull up the store. And for those of you who know that I've had issues here with domains.com regarding my website and it not working properly for the past year, I sent a letter to the CEO and got an email today from the executive something. So apparently I got somebody's attention. And allegedly they're going to fix it. So I'll keep y'all updated on that. So, all right. That's enough about me and my stuff. It's another story I'm working on over there. So here we go. This is a cell phone. He has 2 cell phones in this. Okay. So it's reversed. You'll see in a minute. Everything will be reversed. There you go. And there's no audio. You're definitely not going to see the audio. We can understand what he's saying, but we can't. But from what I can gather, he's already been pulled over. He stopped. He gave, I don't know, I think he gave this piece of paper to the officer, because we're going to look at it here in a second, and it has the officer's, what appears to be his signature and his badge number. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is what he's holding up. Bam. Go. See right here, safety and compliance agreement. All right. You see it signed there. It's signed there. It has a badge number there. There's the date. One of these says location. So you'll see it. We're fixing to look at it. All right. I just want to blow that up for you. Bam. So I got a reply. That right there is this letter. Ready to go look at it? All right, man. Y'all get y'all a box of Kleenex. Y'all think I'm kidding? Nope. All right. Here we go, folks. Thought I was kidding. Last thing Patrick Hurst ever wrote. Safety and compliance agreement. Statement of acknowledgement. Identifies solely as a child of the Almighty God, creator of the heaven and the earth, and all that is, was, and will be. I am one of the indigenous people of this land and operate solely under the authority of God, his commandments, and common law. You are a uniformed official performing an, quote, emergency stop, close quote, also known as a, quote, traffic stop, close quote. Please understand that I am not a, quote, sovereign citizen, close quote. I am not a citizen of the state of Texas, and I am not a citizen of the United States. Would y'all like me to repeat that? I'll continue. Therefore, I am not subject to the statutes and codes that governs its citizens. I, parentheses, the bearer of this agreement, closed parentheses, have no legally binding contracts with the state of Texas or any officials acting on its behalf. I am the title holder of this automobile, so it is therefore considered private property. This encounter is being video recorded and streamed live and will be documented for official use. If a crime, parentheses, crime being defined as an offense against another natural person that resulted physical damage to that natural person and or their property, close parentheses, has been committed, it is my full intentions to resolve this matter as safely and as quickly as possible. All right, let's reread that. If a crime, all right, and a crime being defined as an offense against another natural person that resulted, should have an in there, in physical damage to that natural person and or their property. All right. That's this document's definition of a crime. So that would be Patrick Hurst's definition of a crime. That's not the legal definition of a crime in the state of Texas. Okay. So let's get that squared away right off the bat. All right. If a crime has been committed, it is my full intentions to resolve this matter as safely and quickly as possible. So by that statement, you would think, okay, homeboy coming in honor, good faith, and clean hands at all times, right? Well, we know how this ended, don't we? Because sovereign citizens don't exist. Even though you tell them, I'm not a sovereign citizen. Let's continue. If a crime, as defined above, has not been committed and you would like to proceed with the, quote, traffic stop, close quote, please sign below with your signature, badge number, and return to driver. Terms apply. All right. The terms apply. We're going to get a lower and you're going to see some smaller font, smaller print. Those basically, that is his fee schedule for his time being detained on the side of the road. It's very difficult to read. I had to blow it up. I don't have a clean copy of this. This is, like 2 or 3 generations to get you this copy. All right. If a crime, as defined above, has not been committed and you elect to end the traffic stop, please return this agreement without a signature and have a blessed day. Any attempts to proceed with this, quote, emergency stop, close quote, without a signature will be considered an act of aggression and a violation of human rights, freedom of movement. No questions will be answered, nor any orders be complied with without an official signature and badge number below, or, quote, reasonable articulable suspicion, close quote, that a crime, as defined above, has been committed. This agreement between the bearer of this document and any official operating under the authority of and is governed by the state of Texas. Okay, agreements. Okay, you're all right. Check this out, folks. Listen to this sentence. This is an agreement, right, between the bearer of this document and any official operating under the authority of and is governed by the state of Texas. That's not a very clear statement whether or not the official is the authority of and is governed by the state of Texas, or if the agreement is. I'm going to say the official, but still. All right. This is his fee schedule he has here. And in the matter that, here's that looks like 20 million for every something, and here's some, no, I'm sorry, that's 20,000 USD. That's 1,000 USD for every 15 minutes of time. Here's 100,000 for every lawful order. Yeah, basically he put his fee schedule in here. All right, that's his fee schedule. It's an abbreviated fee schedule. Bearer signature. So apparently, I guess that's Patrick Hurst's signature. The official signature, apparently he signed it. Here's his badge number. There's the date. Okay, what it doesn't have on here is you need his printed name. Can't read that. Can he tell you what agency he's with or nothing? All right. So whoever posted this, they put on. Why didn't they mention the safety and compliance agreement that stated he wasn't a sovereign citizen? Well, because this is not where you want to try the case. If you're going to operate in their sandbox, play with their toys. Play with their toys in their sandbox. And you drive on their streets and highways, you're playing in their sandbox. So when they tag you up, you just play along. Get your tickets, go about your day. Go get your day in court. Go get your pound of flesh. Leave no quarter. Beat them at their own game. I mean, he had him. He got pulled over by a sheriff's deputy. There's only 7 that are authorized for traffic enforcement. Period. End of story. Any other one that's doing traffic enforcement that does not have a signed authorization from the sheriff of the state of Texas is in violation of the Texas Transportation Code. Go look it up. That's how you beat them at their own fucking game. Get them in court. Ask them. All right, what's the Texas Transportation Code for speeding? What's the Texas Transportation Code for driving under the influence? See, and if you knew anything about Texas law, there is no criminal offense for driving under the influence in Texas. It's driving while intoxicated. And it's in a penal code, not the transportation code. That's how you beat them at their own game. You make him look like a fucking moron who doesn't know what he's doing. You make him look like a Keystone Cop. He'll be begging you to get him off the stand. That's how you get them. Y'all go read your transportation codes. Go read your penal code. You guys want to run around out in the middle of the streets in 5 o'clock traffic. You better learn how to play in the streets. Okay? Because you're going to get run over and killed, just like Patrick Hurst. So, this is the new thing right here: reasonable, articulable suspicion. Why is it the new thing? This is what independent journalists that are videotaping, like Long Island Audit. All right, Sean up there. There's another guy here in Texas. I can't remember his name. A6 profiled him this Sunday on his show. Okay. Reasonable, articulable suspicion. Let me go pull that up for you. I didn't know I was going to go there, so that's the function. Media. Ah, here we go. This is the one. I believe it's this one. Research it. Investigating restitution. Or they said 3802. I'm reading 3802. 3802 doesn't sound like anything that huh. Uh, hmm. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, here, I'll show y'all. All right. It said 3802. Oh man, I know I didn't mishearing. Basically, this is obstructing governmental operation. And we get here, failure to identify. A person commits an offense if he intentionally refuses to give his name, residence, address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested the person and requested the information. So only if you're lawfully arrested. Person commits an offense if he intentionally gives false or fictitious name, residence, address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested the person, lawfully detained the person, or requested the information from a person the peace officer has good cause to believe is a witness to a criminal offense. Or B1, person commits an offense if the person is the operator of a motor vehicle as defined by section 32.34, who is lawfully detained by a peace officer for an alleged violation of a law, fails to provide or displays a person's driver's license on the officer's request for the license, and intentionally refuses to give the person's name, driver's license number, residence address, or date of birth to the peace officer on the peace officer's request for that information. B2, for the purposes of subsection B13, giving a peace officer a residence address that is different from the address associated with the person's driver's license does not constitute a refusal to give the person's residence address in violation of that provision if the address given to the officer is the person's actual residence address. And then here's the different offenses for it. And here's resisting arrest. So the way they were pitching this was, there's no reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime. Therefore, I don't have to give you my driver's license. So I hadn't gone and read this. I'm sure I've read it before in the past, but it really, when you're in prison, you really have no problem failure to identify. It's really not a crime you're looking into. What are you here for? Failure to identify? Oh my God. Really? How much time are you getting? right? So yeah, that's what they're using. So that seems to be the new little buzz phrase that's going around. Reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed. Therefore, I do not have to comply with your request to identify myself. However, again, we don't know what was presented as identification by Patrick Hurst, whether he gave a passport card, international driver's license, you know, a Cracker Jack prize. Who the hell knows? We do know, allegedly, that this document right here, sure, was given to the officer and it was signed by officer down here. This is the Harris County Sheriff's deputy. This is what he gave him. All right. Now, I'm going to flat out tell you, folks, I don't give a fuck if you use this word or not. I don't care if you tell them that you're not one of those sovereign citizens. Everything in this goddamn piece of paper screams, I'm a sovereign citizen and I don't comply with your statutes and codes. I'm outside of your jurisdiction. So, how does Mr. Hurst handle this matter? Did he handle it? Okay. Ran from the cops, busy thoroughfare. Allegedly did a pit maneuver and got him pulled over. He immediately jumped out of the vehicle with a semi-automatic firearm and commenced to getting in a shootout with multiple deputies on a public street in the middle of the day. Apparently, a young woman was struck by a stray bullet. Nobody knows if that bullet came from Patrick Hurst's firearm or a sheriff's deputy firearm. But the point being, you can go out there and you can try to buck the system. If you try to buck it on the side of the road, I might just be doing a story about you and your family. Y'all got killed on the side of the road. Maybe that law enforcement officer mistook your cell phone as a firearm or a weapon, a deadly weapon, because you handed him some piece of paperwork that he identified as a sovereign citizen. And he's terrified. And he's calling for backup. Next thing you know, you got a dozen cop cars behind you. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's paying for that. Y'all keep getting out there and fucking around and finding out. Play stupid games. You're going to win plenty of stupid prizes. Y'all have a good night. I hope y'all learned something tonight. Don't go out there and play in the middle of the road. Let you know what you're doing. Y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all.